Have you been thinking about visiting or moving to Anna Maria Island, Florida? Well, in today's video, I'm going to fill you in about this special island, also known as 7 Miles of Paradise. So stick around. Hi everyone, I am Lisa McBride with Keller Williams Realty Select in Sarasota and Lakewood Ranch. I share all things about living, working, and enjoying the life here in Sarasota and surrounding areas. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it. And for my returning viewers, I greatly appreciate the continued support. I love hearing from you. So let's dive right into what life is like on Anna Maria Island. Anna Maria Island is one of the nation's best ranked beach towns and definitely Sarasota's beloved treasure to the north. Anna Maria Island is located 22 miles from Sarasota. It is just a 7-mile long barrier island, and it is bordered by Tampa Bay to the north, Longboat Key to the south, and the mainland is Bradenton. And of course, the gorgeous Gulf of Mexico is to the west. There are 3 communities at Anna Maria Island: Bradenton Beach, Holmes Beach, and at the northern tip is the municipality of Anna Maria Island. It is all very, very lovely, but I kind of enjoy the south part of Anna Maria Island or the real northern tip because it has some amazing views of the Skyway Bridge. Anna Maria Island, just like Siesta Key, Lido Key, or Longboat Key, is part of the Sun Coast here in Florida, and we have well over 250 days of sunshine and subtropic climate. So it is always beautiful out, and it brings tourists year-round. Now, during off-season, which is definitely the summer and early fall, there's about 6,000 residents that live year-round on Anna Maria Island. Now, during October to April, that number just swells, and we see so many people returning to their winter homes and here to just enjoy the sunshine and the warm weather and the beautiful beaches. During season, it is easily 30 to 40,000 as opposed to the 6,000 off season. Anna Maria Island is really special, and for me, it feels more like a Caribbean vacation. It's a very low-key place. It's one of those places that you feel like everyone is just walking around in their flip-flops and t-shirts, and very casual and kind of a throwback to another era. It's very natural, and there are no signs that paradise has been lost. You're gonna find very few chain restaurants or major retailers, and building height restrictions are strictly enforced. The only high-rise building or condo on Anna Maria Island is Martinique North and Martinique South. These beachfront condos were constructed in 1973 and are grandfathered in. Other than those 2 buildings, you're not going to find high rises. Mostly we're going to find little cottages, a few 2 to 3 story condos at the most, and then some beautiful, beautiful Florida homes, you know, with 7, 8 bedrooms and right on the water. They go well into the multi-million-dollar price point. One of the little drawbacks on Anna Maria Island, though, is the lack of parking. All of the beaches have free parking, but the parking lots fill very, very quickly. So it is advised that you get there early in the day. Now, there is some street parking, but again, it's pretty limited. So my best advice is to head out to Anna Maria Island early. If you're visiting or a resident, one wonderful perk about Anna Maria Island is the trolley. And they really encourage you to jump on and off and get where you need to be. So you really don't need a car on Anna Maria Island. You can just take the trolley. The trolley runs from the Anna Maria Island City Pier on the north all the way down to the south, Coquina Beach, and there's several stops in between. The trolley runs from 6 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. and it's free to ride. Now, we can't talk about Anna Maria Island without talking about the gorgeous beaches. And again, just like every place I always mention, the beaches are different from mile 1 to mile 7. The sand is just so soft, sugary, and white. It's just crystal clear. On a good day, you may find stingray, manatee, and dolphins swimming along the coastline. Coquina Beach starts at the southern end of the city of Bradenton Beach. It is the longest stretch of beach on the southern end. Coquina is fantastic to spend with family, friends, and explore. It's calm water, and there's plenty of room to spread out and enjoy. Now, the flat beach is lined with sand dunes where waving grasses and sea oats add to the natural beauty of the beach. There are amenities such as parking, picnic tables, grills, restrooms, volleyball, showers, and just so much beauty along this coastline. Lifeguards are on duty, so this is a very safe spot to swim, snorkel, hunt for seashells and sand dollars. Be sure though to only swim in the designated swimming areas. From November through season, Coquina Beach hosts an outdoor market on Sundays. Admission is free, and again, it's just something fun to see out on Anna Maria Island. Holmes Beach is located in the middle of the island, and it serves locals and residents alike. There is public access almost every street in Holmes Beach, making your way to the water, so it's very convenient if you're parking in the street to get to Holmes Beach. Manatee Beach is located in the heart of Holmes Beach. Here you will find restaurants, cafes, great places to shop, beach rentals, picnic tables, and so much more. It's best known for the abundance of sports activities, and it is a favorite spot for local teens. This is the busiest beach on Anna Maria Island. Now, Bayfront Park is located on the northern tip of the island, in between Anna Maria City Pier and the Rod and Reel Pier. The sandy beach is not quite as pristine as the Gulf side, but does allow for protection from the Gulf winds during the winter wet months. The views are expansive, and you can definitely take in a view of the Sunshine Skyway Bridge. Anna Maria Beach is actually located at the northern tip of the island. Now, this is one of my favorite spots as well because it's very remote and tranquil. Public parking is scarce though, so you really have to plan ahead. The world famous Sandbar restaurant is located along this stretch, and it has tables right on the beach with amazing views. Another favorite part of Anna Maria Island is Bean Point, named after the first settler of Anna Maria Island, George Emerson Bean. It's a little tricky to get to Bean Point, but while walking down the sandy path, you feel that you're going in for a real treat and almost back in time. The path is lined with tropical trees and foliage, and it's almost like a little jungle-like feeling. And you hear the sounds of the water. Oh, it's just such a breathtaking, expansive views. It's something to take in. As amazing as it is, I must caution, be careful of rip tide or rip currents here because the water flows quickly, and with the two waters meeting during changing tides, it can get a little dangerous, and there are no lifeguards here. So I do caution you, if you check out Bean Point, to go with a little bit of trepidation and wonder, but don't get too carried away. There's many other things to do aside from just beaches. You'll love strolling along the old wooden pier, looking at the names of each plank. At the end of the pier, you will find a restaurant and gift shop. Grab some ice cream, relax, or bring your fishing pole to catch your own dinner. People of all ages love watching the wildlife and seeing the grand Sunshine Sky Bridge in the distance. The historic Bridge Street Pier is certainly worth spending a few hours here. It is a tourist attraction that is the former bridge that at one point was the only means of access to the island. A recent restoration project has created a walkable and exciting community loaded with attractions from famous restaurants, some shopping destination, farmers market, and community events. Anna Maria Island definitely has an old Florida feel. Some of the most popular souvenir shops in this area, such as the Three Island Monkeys, which features prints and paintings of local artists. For clothing, you can check out Pink and Navy or Anna Maria Island Outfitters Coastal Gear and Apparel. You can also spend a day in the historic Green Village. You'll see one of the buildings that are actually over 100 years old and one of the first ones standing. You can stroll through these quaint villages, shop, and just, like I said, take in a real feeling of old Florida and charm. Now, you want a little bit more activity? Well, there's plenty to do on the water. You can kayak, paddleboard, rent jet skis, or rent a boat for the day and get out on the water. There's many businesses that offer water adventures. You want to take a sunset cruise? You can do that right off of the island. Up for some parasailing? That's an option for you too. One of the most breathtaking things about Anna Maria Island is the sunsets. So after a long day on the water or exploring, grab a cocktail or beverage of choice and go sit out and watch the sun go down. It is really an amazing place. As I said, I love Anna Maria Island for how quaint it feels. Even though it's busy, it feels very private. It feels very relaxed, and it's something not to be missed. Now, if you have questions about what it costs to live on Anna Maria Island, well, like any island, it comes with a price. You may be able to find a condo right now for a little under $500,000, but that's like a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, and then prices quickly accelerate. The average price of a condo is well over $700,000, and the average price of a single-family home is $1.8 million. So as you can see, even though it's a private and really laid-back location, it's still pricey to live on Anna Maria Island. If you have questions about anything I've talked about or would like more information about Anna Maria Island, please feel free to reach out, let me know how I can help, and until next time, take care.